Hey Cameron, what's up?
Gladiator scene. Looks like a maze. Thick fella. No head, and no sword in hand. Blade is missing from the hilt. Blade of a sword. A big one. Shields adorned with bears. This gladiators seem to like tigers. That's not a good angle. Nice board you got there. This guy's shield has a lion on it. I think you're gonna need this, pal. Balls rolling into the maze. Guess the trick is to lead you to the right path. path. comes trouble.
Get over here! Keep your distance, pal.
Nulla mi sembra familiare. Ci vorrà tutto il giorno.
Magari restiamo qui per un po', poi tra un'oretta ce ne andiamo.
Senza dirlo a nessuno.
Senza dire
Così.
But a rest, would you?
Oh, ira del sole! Dovremmo sbarazzarci del corpo.
Too easy.
Mitra mi ha mostrato la via! Eccolo! Ti vedo!
Oh, wait, chum.
Ho sentito qualcosa. C'è un fratello a terra! Per Mitra! Ha steso un fratello!
last hour. This'll do.
I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Did you find them?
Yeah.
How do we read it?
I need a...
There. Look, the three giants.
Those are Nephilim. Children of fallen angels. Junia, the wise one, leader of the Order. Giborim, the guardian. That's the nameless crusader.
I knew it.
And Abgal, monster of Crete. The Minotaur.
Dio mio. Ci sono quasi.
The sacrificial bull that will bring Mithras from the heavens.
Where is Abgal?
It says, Semper Vivus, always living. Not dead. Sleeping. He's not in a tomb.
That I understood, but where is he?
The monster's gate. That's it. And this cylinder is the key.
It's not a mural. It's a gate. That's what I needed to know. Give me the cylinder.
Just a conservator. Eh, Father? Ain't you a piece of work?
And that's coming from you? Professor Jones? I need the bull. He is my victimarus magnus.
Your great sacrifice. Really.
Come on. Give me.
You forgot Pio!
Where the hell are you going, Ricci? The Mithrium. Of course. You've been there with him before, haven't you? Thanks, Pio.
Hey, Ben. Had to take a mental break from that puzzle to walk Faye. I came back and solved it. It wasn't even that I didn't know how to figure it out. It was just like trying to get like those pipes in the right place before like the time ran out, and it kept picking the wrong one. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Probably have to be something modern. I kind of like the vintage bad box art, even when it has nothing to do with the game.
There you go, Pio. I'm sure you'll find yourself a new home.
Hurry up. Actually made the door open up a little bit. Come on. Bird isn't phased easy. I think some of the worst box art is more modern games where everything's like photoshopped really poorly. You don't even bother to cut out the outlines.
What's this? Where does this code go?
Wonder. I kind of like Fat Mega Man.
That's it.
I thought it was so cool. He was a character in Street Fighter Cross Tekken. Really liked that game. It's a shame it never got re-released. Kind of like Capcom versus Tatsunoko.
Always true to form. Yeah, you did. Sorry.
trying to think of box art that's bad. The only thing that's popping in my head is Tag and Dragon. That's not even really that bad. It just looks ridiculous. Alright. Guess we go up.
Where did you go, Richie?
Guess I can't take down those guys. Haven't come across these guys in the main game. I think they were made just for the DLC. Don't know why I'm grabbing a weapon. Good old ace bandage. Love my carbs. Okay. For some reason, Indiana Jones's outfit gives him more power. I don't understand the physics of it, or the science, but it's a thing. Okay, they're not invincible. Good. Maybe I can set someone on fire. That would be pretty neat. Nice tile work. Will never spot me with this glowing torch.
Yeah. Richie's here, all right. Here it is. The Mithrium. Mithras slaying the bull. What do we have here?
Warm socks, got it. I'll keep
what else
that.
do these guys do besides feasting?
Murder.
That's the usual depiction. Mithras with a knife and a torch.
Raja. I don't have that.
You're an interesting fella.
Il sole ci guida, fratello. Come sempre. Ho saputo che hai completato le prove del leone il mese scorso. Sì, 3 settimane.
Alright, how are we gonna do this? Are we gonna beat him with a broom? You know I can't resist those croissants. Alright, now I can just deal with one.
Nice to meet you.
Sei morto, peccato.
Can I have the thing that you were trying to kill me with? Okay, thank you.
Of course, Ricci is the big wheel.
I hope this isn't like another diagram that's going to translate to a puzzle solution.
Ricci's really serious about this whole slay the bull thing.
Miss those fountains from Emperor's Tomb. Nice cheat day. Key we need.
Caught with a hand in the cookie jar, Ricci. What do you
Cool
unlock?
beans. All those doors we couldn't unlock previously. That's what I would guess. Especially since it specifically mentioned that key. Watch me not be able to find one door that requires the key. Welcome to an MD Max 09 playthrough. This looks like this can be busted open. Are there any things I can break walls with around here? Just a lot of alcohol.
What's this? Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't bite off hands.
I thought this could break a wall. I'll be back. Well, I didn't mean to do that with a guy right in front of me. Nothing? Well, the good news is these dudes have brain damage. Can I get a cultist disguise? That would be pretty cool. I haven't browsed a lot, like, since this afternoon. I'll have to check it out. I'm sure it is. They're usually funny. I gotta put up a new short soon.
Nighty night.
That sounds funny. I'll have to check it out when I'm done.
Hey, get over here!
Do we have to go down there? Because I really don't want to. Shit. We gotta go down there. No! Oh, damn, I don't have something to break the wall. Indiana Jones must have bad luck with how many cults he accidentally runs into. Kind of reminds me of Temple of Doom a little bit.
Marcus is gonna flip when I tell him about this.
Okay, that's pretty high. Yes, I will take that. Don't turn around.
The Monster's Gate.
Or how are we supposed to maneuver without getting caught here? I wish I could hang around. They're literally singing my favorite song. Please tell me I don't have to fight all those dudes. It doesn't seem like that would be something the game would expect you to do. They put so much emphasis on stealth. Maybe I gotta go on this side. Don't think about all the cult leaders on the other side. They don't see you. It's not a big deal. Just keep moving forward. You got this. Am I just supposed to fight these people? I think I might have to.
I got work to do here, fellas.
Damn. I don't think this is the way. But I've been wrong before. There are a lot of weapons here. Dang it, I thought I could slide for a split second like it was Call of Duty.
Not too savvy. Hold your horses.
Dang it. Running out of stamina. I don't want to pick it up because I'll feel like a chump. Can you just let me die? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I'm sure me being gone was really upsetting. Dog's on the couch doing barrel rolls right beside me.
This could be useful.
I got work to do here, fellas.
Sure, that did almost nothing.
Mostriamogli la forza della comunità! Prendi questo!
More geniuses.
Che stai facendo?
Where do you think you're going?
Straight to hell. Real funny. Alright, don't run into the wall. We got this. Don't fuck it up now.
Che l'oscurità ti colga! Per mitra!
But our rest, what's your...
There it is again. The key to the gate. I'm sure that mural hides some secrets.
I need you to just go over there. Come on.
Where are you going?
Alright, back to trying to solve this. There's minor inconveniences in life.
What's this? These guys had no luck with this puzzle.
Am I seriously just matching this? I don't think it'll be that long because this game was so successful. I don't even think they expected this success, especially when it went on PlayStation and it sold better than it did on Xbox, which is kind of crazy. That's why I think once Microsoft realized how much money they could make, now there's almost no exclusives. It blows my mind that Gears of War is on PlayStation now. But yeah, I think we will get indie games fairly regularly until they stop becoming popular or well received, because I was like reading an article where they wanted to like finish Wolfenstein, but I don't think it's an option. They can't announce a game, but they acted like they had all this stuff that they had to do before they could start the third game. So I have a feeling they're working on another Indiana Jones game without explicitly saying it. Okay, this looks like a bird, so this probably goes here.
That
Sure
fits.
does. These people couldn't match shapes.
There you go.
It'd be cool if they were like Star Wars and they had different developers working on them, so you get different styles Indiana Jones games. But I don't think Lucasfilm believes in the franchise that much, so they'll probably just release like one type of Indiana Jones game at a time. Kind of like how we got 3 Star Wars Super Nintendo games, but only one Indiana Jones game. Alright, where's the other parts? This was probably on the floor, blended in. It was. These look like clips. These go here. Alright, where's the
That's
other
the
one?
fourth piece. Last one.
I'm at Shanks.
Where do you go?
You know damn well this rotten wooden cog wouldn't be able to turn anything. It just busts apart.
This one goes here.
Oh, I could use my cylinder. How exciting.
This also rotates the wheel and mirror.
And I'm having trouble making out anything. Might have to put on my glasses. Let's throw this at him. That would be pretty cool. Alright. Yeah. You know how many times I've been threatened today? More than I like to count.
Doesn't look right.
I don't even know what it's turning.
No.
Okay, I think this is just the activation. The horse is going to be Circle Plus.
That's not it.
Hey Matt, what's up? Awesome, what are you gonna go see? Cool. I know you've been talking about that for a while, but I know your plans change also often. Way to turn the top part. This is part of the DLC. I already have finished the main game, but it treats the DLC like the main game, which I think might throw new players off because the puzzles are like you finished it, assuming that you play it on like whatever the moderate difficulty. For some reason, they don't have a hard difficulty with the puzzles. I don't know why. Yeah, it's more puzzle focused, which is cool. The only frustrating thing I've come across is like those pipe mechanics. There's like a time puzzle with pipe mechanics, and you know, like when you try to attach them in certain angles, it gets confused, and that was a little bit frustrating. But besides that, the DLC's been pretty cool. I heard it wasn't very long, but it adds to the game, and it's not ridiculously priced. And I'm sure it'll go on sale in no time. Of course, I didn't get the one with all the DLC outfits and stuff like that, because since it's like a first-person game, I thought it was kind of pointless. this is the key, and I just gotta make sure all the shapes match. But I don't know which the right combination. Alright, so this finally can get the devil horns, which it already has. Where's the scorpion get? We have that symbol. We sure do. Yeah, the snake gets what? I think that's the snake. I'm having trouble seeing what half of these things are. Looks like the 21. AGB. Yeah. You can find a lot of movies that people upload to YouTube. They're only on for a month, but it's cool when you catch them. Alright, so all these shapes don't match. Let's do this one more time. Yeah. It's pretty crazy, like, obscure things like Faces of Death were on YouTube. It still might be, but it was on for like years, and I can't believe they never took it down. I don't know if those films are public domain. I don't think they are. Yeah, the real stuff was, and then they had the even more disturbing one because Faces of Death did have stage stuff. I'm trying to think what the other one was called. It was brutal. It would just be horrible scenes with like heavy metal music playing behind it. See what that series is called. It's bothering me. It's an educational stream. It was called Traces of Death. That's what it was called. They used to have them at the video store, the special interest section beside anime. That's why I remember them. They used to have it beside Akira. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know how people hold on to all that footage, but I don't know. Like, stuff like that makes you feel numb afterwards. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But it's like crazy how some stuff gets slipped through the YouTube cracks. But I think those people intentionally put stuff up know it's gonna be taken off in like a few weeks. Yeah, Traces of Death doesn't have anything that's like staged. That's all real, and it has no context. It's so much footage, and it's almost like a way for like heavy metal bands to promote their music. It was awful. I saw them I don't know if I saw all of them. I saw like a few, like when I was like in my 20s, and they were gross. Yeah, Faces of Death is pretty tame because most of it is like this stage. Like the only real stuff is like some of the like news footage, like when they show wrecks and stuff like that, and they're really grainy. You can't see it, which is really not a big deal. I mean, it's pretty horrible things, but that's your thing. Apparently, they were selling Faces of Death at Walmart, which is pretty crazy. I guess that's how mainstream it is. Because, like, I remember when we found like the VHS of Faces of Death, like my dad already knew about it because when he was younger, he was curious and watched the same video. Yes, like many people, I had that one friend that's like, "You got to see this." And then I had another friend try to do it, but it was too late. I already knew what he was about to show me. I remember that video where like Bert from Sesame Street was like reacting to it. That was pretty funny. Or was it Kermit? One of the Sesame Street or Muppet characters. Different folks, different strokes, I guess. I bet when they filmed that, they just thought they were just making a little film nobody would see. It became like a worldwide sensation in the worst way possible. Oh, I'm sure they're aware. They probably go to Comic-Con and sign autographs now. How'd that make you feel? Huh. I thought you'd say something like batter up or some pun. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the movie. Talk to you later. Thanks for stopping by.
Doesn't look right.
Wait, what did I screw up? with the dim lighting. Actually, he's going to go see the movie he's been wanting to see for a while. I've been in the movies for a while. I bet that'd be nice to go. There's usually barely anybody there. It's like having your own personal gigantic TV screen and sound system. There's just no movies I can think of that I would want to go see.
That's not it.
You just need to find a best friend rival to try to take the bike for you, and the story will basically write itself. Everything looks right unless it's supposed to manipulate a different way. Maybe I gotta match where they are in the picture. I don't effing know. Yeah. Doesn't do with loners or rebels, though.
No.
Me too. Not only so I could see Andy's reactions, but it makes the puzzles a little bit more difficult. It's all zoomed in. I can't see everything all at once. Yeah, I wish it was like Uncharted. Like, I wouldn't mind if there are certain parts in first person, like if you were manipulating things, kind of like how you look at items in like Uncharted. But I think overall, because it's like a movie-based character as well, and you're trying to look at the whole room when you're solving puzzles, I think third person works better, even if it's less realistic. Because I know in real life you wouldn't be a third person character, but it's also based on a movie. I know some people like the first person, and I love first person games, but I think even when they announced this game, they said it was first person. I was like, how's this gonna work? And I think it doesn't work well because like part of it's like the best parts that work well is when it goes to third person. There's not a lot where I'm like, oh, this benefits from being in first person. Like even when you change outfits, I have to literally like look down, check the menu. I can't just look at my character. It's just like a lot of little things. But since this game did so well, I would not be surprised the next one's in first person. Although some people have complained, so maybe they'll have an optional third person mode, which I would like and appreciate, and hopefully they put it in it. Like a franchise, I'd say that'd be better off with like a first person game would be like RoboCop or something. Not necessarily, because you also have to make everything more detailed. Because in third person, you're seeing everything at a distance. So there's little things like definitely like the objects and everything in this game are more detailed than your average third person game that isn't like $1 billion game like The Last of Us. But I would much rather play this game in third person because like one of my favorite things are the cutscenes is because you get to see the character. I mean, this could be anybody right now. And I feel like that beats the purpose of playing an Indiana Jones game because I'd feel like you would want to see Indiana Jones as you play as him, just like when you go to watch the films. You want to see how Indiana Jones would react, not you. That's just my opinion. I still like the game and think it's cool, but I think that was not the best decision. But other people, of course, will disagree. Yeah, that was a Robert Zemeckis film. Was that Michael Douglas was in that one? Michael Douglas? Kirk Douglas is his dad. Yeah, they made those two films right before Back to the Future. Memory serves me correct. They were a lot like kind of like a fun like cliffhanger type of Indiana Jones movie. I think it was during modern times in the 80s. I don't think we have a moon symbol here. So I guess that's off the table. Yeah. I usually used to see them like on DVD, like one of those discs that have like the double sides on each side of it, and they'd have like both movies. I don't think that really got like any kind of decent DVD or Blu-ray treatment. I don't think the horse has that symbol, so here we go again. Yeah. Her voice got more raspy over time. You ever see that movie, Serial Mom, she was in? I know it's shit on, but Dumb and Dumber 2. And I think they made a joke. I think they made a joke about them thinking it was like a man on the phone. Serial Mom, she plays like a serial killer mom. And she's like killing people like around her kids and stuff and try to keep it a secret. It's like a comedy. Yeah. Even in the story, it's like designed like that. You know, the second time I watched the second Dumb and I didn't like it the first time I saw it, but the second time I watched it, it wasn't terrible since I had no expectations. It wasn't as good as the first, but I still enjoyed it the second time more than I did the first time I watched it. Dumb and Dumberer with Bob Saget's like, there's shit everywhere. He like had that chocolate bar that melted in the bathroom. He got chocolate on everything. Bob Saget's freaking out because he thought he wiped shit on everything. He's like screaming at the top of his lungs. I'd almost died laughing at that part. That might be that probably, even though it might have not have been, they've not as been as good as the original. I feel like that part topped the diarrhea scene in the first one. Just hearing like Bob Saget like scream and just act angry was the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. Yeah, they did a good job like emulating them. At the time, the movie was hated, but I think over time, like it's grown to be more liked, kind of like a hidden gem with games. Yeah, I had a friend that felt that way too. I think I just liked the first one because it part of it's like just based and the nostalgia of it coming out, seeing the commercials, going to the video store to see if it was there. And then when they finally aired on TBS, like as a kid, it was exciting. Most of the Brother movies are pretty good. Like, they also directed Kingpin. I really like that one. Me, Myself, and Irene. That was pretty great. Um, trying to think of some of the other popular ones that they made. Oh, there's something about Mary. Yeah, they made something about Mary. That's the one I was trying to think of. I was like, I know there's a really popular one that I was missing out on. I think Dumb and Dumber was like their first hit. Maybe Kingpin. I can't remember which came out first, but they were like pretty successful for a while. Now I don't know what they made. They started making like that Three Stooges live action film, like random things. Yeah, something about Mary is infinitely rewatchable. They have such a great cast for that film. Another film of Ben Stiller. Yeah, pretty much. They should at the video store. They should have like had a grading system just based on Ben Stiller and put a sticker if he stars in the movie as like a seal of like approval or quality. Matt Dillon, I haven't seen him in a while. He used to be in like indie films and stuff. Oh, we got the horse. Things 24.
That's not it.
No shit. I'm fucking at a loss right now. I do not know what to do. I've never even heard of it, surprisingly.
I'm sure that mural hides some secrets.
Maybe we're missing something. No, those are all the panels we put in. I guess they took the criticism that the puzzles were overly easy in the main game because I haven't come across anything like that. Well, maybe it's one of those things on the streaming service. I've been really out of the loop with like newer films. A lot of times when Matt mentions films, I have no idea what he's talking about because I don't actually know what's out half of the time unless I see like a trailer or something like in between like a YouTube video. It's like the late 70s, the 80s, and the early 90s are like my favorite time period of movies, and I kind of stick to that area. I don't watch a lot of new stuff, unfortunately. Every once in a while. Yeah, I know a Time Bandits. I wish I had that movie. It's cool. That was like maybe I think that was like at least some of the I know it's made by the people who made Monty Python, but also if you ever saw Brazil, like, it kind of has like that same manic vibe of that film, which some of the same people worked on that from Monty Python. Yeah, I remember they have like that shit. I know a lot of people really like that movie and has like it's so manic. It kind of reminds me of that if you ever saw Monty Python's and the Meaning of Life, that fake movie that they open up with, it looks like a skyscraper boat or something. That looks like something from Bandits. It might be loosely connected. I have no idea. Yeah, I really like how creative like all those films are. It's a shame that they don't have anything similar to that weirdness today. Everything's super polished and clean looking. I don't know. The grittiness made like those fantastical films almost feel more real. Like I can't explain it. CGI just looks so clean. I'm sure it'll get better over time as it has, especially since the 90s, but it still has this very sterile look that when you look at these older movies, a lot of times, like they just feel, I don't know, the environment, the set or whatever, it just feels more real. And I think that's why you can get sucked into those movies more, but I might just be being biased because I'm old. All right, this. I was doing this thing all wrong, I think. Hopefully this is the solution. Probably missing a piece of paper. All right. So now we need to do the scorpion, which is we have a 5. What about a 6? Probably 6 then. I bet a lot of people don't know how to read Roman numerals. Scorpion gets this. Hopefully we have that shape. Yep. I think I was thinking too much about this puzzle. If this works, how embarrassing if this is the solution. What is the next one? We need the bird. Number is the bird. The bird is 5. This one didn't have horns on it though. I don't have my glasses on. Yeah, that's a circle. I was hoping I get to play some Gears of War, but I wanted to solve these puzzles. What's next? I guess I have later tonight. Unless I get a phone call. Alright, so now we need the snake. What number is the snake? 2. I wonder what the easy mode with the puzzles are like. I mean, the DLC has harder puzzles, but the main game's puzzles are fairly easy, except for 1 or 2 at the very end. That's why I'm surprised these ones are so in depth. I think let's go try it now. Please be the solution. Thank goodness. I did not want to be here longer.
didn't manage to raise it. Let's see where this leads.
I don't mind them. I just was thinking overly complicated when I should have been more simple with how I approached it. But
Let me see here.
I will say this game does have an easy puzzle mode. I just haven't tried it, so I don't know how easy they are. I imagine they're super simple, at least in the main game. Like I said, this is the DLC portion, so they assume you probably beat the game and finished all the puzzles. So they try to make it a little bit harder.
Criticus Magnus, the monster from Crete.
You'd probably like features like in Spider-Man where they have puzzles and they literally have a button to skip the puzzle. That's literally a feature in the Marvel Spider-Man games. Surprised I don't see it in more games. Because not everybody likes puzzles. I don't mind them as long as they make sense. Oh crap, I did not mean to fast travel. I didn't even know you could do things like that. Where are we supposed to go next? Here. Put on Indy's outfit, you get more health. Yeah. For the most part,
Cultists guarding.
these puzzles mostly match in shapes in like the main game. And I was playing on the harder puzzle settings like I am now, so the easy settings might be up your alley. I can't say from experience.
What is this place?
But it's cool they give you options at least. Not a lot of games do. I think Silent Hill did, but Silent Hill's puzzles are going to be somewhat challenging to people who don't like puzzles just because of the type of game it is.
Rats. You like it down here, don't you?
But since this is like a popular license game, I feel like the developers want you to see the end of it, so they try not to make it too difficult. And what's cool, I don't know if you ever used the PlayStation feature. If you push the PlayStation button and go to hints in the sub menu, it'll play a YouTube video of how to solve a puzzle. Sometimes it's a lifesaver if you get impatient. Like, it'll literally show you a playthrough of the part you're playing through. I don't know if you ever use that feature or not.
This guy certainly was no fan of Nero.
You're rats. Alright, how do we get there? Can we climb this? Doesn't look very climbable. Yeah, this game would be awesome if it just had this camera angle. His model looks so good too.
Footsteps.
I would love this game so much more if it was like Uncharted camera angle wise. I still really like the game, but I feel like that would make it better. We gotta swing across, don't we?
Gladiator quarters. Hope this wasn't all they were fed. business to be a doctor back then.
Yeah, it's a good feature if you ever get stuck. I don't think people realize it's there. When I push a PlayStation button, it's literally like the button when you like go to check to see your stream or something. The PlayStation button right under the speaker. That button, there's like a hint option. Some games support it, some games don't, but this one does. If you ever see somebody stuck on a puzzle during a stream, and it goes to that pause screen, that's probably what they're doing.
There we go.
Yeah, it just looks so cool with this camera angle. It's like, oh yeah, there's Indiana Jones. And like how it would transition the cutscenes, it would be a lot smoother too if it was third person. And like I said, I'm not against first-person games because I play them all the time, as I'm sure you see. But this one I think should be third.
I'm not letting anyone stop me, Jones. The bull is mine to slay. Finalmente. Il mio momento. Mitras, hoc sacrificio macipe!
That guy's hand looks as big as that guy's torso.
Tua divina sapienza me consacra!
Piss the Hulk off. He looks so tiny. Hey Steve, what's up? Are you not entertained?
Left my hat.
It's like a giant, kind of like from the Book of Enoch, I believe, in the Bible. It's like a part that's left out
All right, fella.
where like
Let's go.
people like fornicated with angels or something like that, and it created like the Nephilim, which are like giants. And it's why part of the reason why the Great Flood was created, with like Noah's Ark and everything to get rid of them. If memory serves me
Big
correct.
guy.
If somebody's more of an expert, feel free to correct me. But yeah, we're in the Vatican and they're finding like secrets about it.
No thanks.
Let me read what you wrote. Yeah. Indiana Jones focuses a lot on like Judeo-Christianity, like artifacts and stuff like that. Especially with Raiders, Last Crusade, this game. Trying to think, Staff of Kings, obviously. So a lot of them are based on like biblical things, like, and he's always going after the artifacts. Was essentially what like inspired the Tomb Raider series. I guess I gotta use these things. It's always kind of during an interesting time period because right usually before World War II and the last two movies are after. I'm stuck on a boss.
Let go of me.
It's pretty cool. They actually scanned the costume and everything when they made this game at Lucasfilm. I don't know what can hurt this dude. I know boulders hurt me. He loves his job. Wonder if I crawl, he might not be able to hear me. I just need to get one of those little trident things again. There we go. He loves what he does.
I'm starting to get the hang of this.
Don't talk quite yet. Yeah. No. I don't even know where his hat went. There it is. Alright, let's try not to go after him in small, confined areas. That seems like the smart person thing to do.
You didn't like that, did you?
Come on. Yeah, well, this is the original story. So, yeah. That's why it's kind of cool, because it's like, since Harrison Ford's older, it's like a new Indiana Jones adventure in his prime, and the cutscenes look a lot like a modern movie. Like if he was still young. Which is kind of cool if you're like a fan of the series. It'd be cool if the series continued this way in video game form.
I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah. No, that's actually Troy Baker, the same actor that does Joel from The Last of Us. Apparently, he does a really good Harrison Ford impression because after 5 minutes, I forget it's not Harrison Ford.
Damn it.
I know. Most Indiana Jones games, they don't sound anything like Harrison Ford. Also, whoever did the music did a really good job at emulating John Williams' soundtrack. Because this is all original music made just for the game. It still has that John Williams score sound. Shit, I did not mean to throw that like that. Of course I didn't.
Would you stay still?
I know. I know he started back in the day in like anime, and he's done like work in Persona 4. That's where I actually first heard him, and then of course BioShock Infinite. When they first announced Troy Baker, I was like, are you kidding me? It's just gonna sound like Troy Baker, but damn if he didn't sound like Harrison Ford. I'm running out of stamina like it's a Dark Souls game. Oh, can I pick it up again? Thanks. Yeah.
Would you stay still?
Even Harrison Ford was impressed. He was actually at the Game Awards. I think if the series continues like this, it definitely has his approval. Harrison Ford is not shy about voicing negative opinions.
Stop that!
I wonder if I gotta hit him right in his stomach or something. Dude, man's got hit like 5,000 times. Damn. You're gonna hit his head.
You had enough?
He's so tiny beside him.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah. My heart can start pumping again.
Left in me either.
Holding my breath the whole time.
So much for respect. A gold dagger at Mithras.
I guess. Oh, alright. I was like, is it not over? I thought the trophy meant that it was. It's like holding it like he's calling the power a gray skull.
I'm getting too old for this.
Padre! Fermo! È la mia bicicletta! Maledizione!
Pretty anticlimactic with that bike. What did we not photograph?
The Dragon of Light turned to the dark and the sanctuary was unveiled.
Okay, I'm probably gonna stop at least this game right here, since I was just finishing up the DLC, since we've already played through the main game. Maybe in the future, we'll do a playthrough of the main game with the DLC. But until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you everybody that hung out. Steve, Matt, GB, Ben, I really appreciate it. And I'll talk to you on the next one. Thanks again. Take care. Bye.